Welcome back, GlamFam. It's your girl, Angela Denise, and I am here with you today with my best in beauty for 2021. 2021 is now at a close, and here are my top 10 products. These are the new releases that I tried out that are absolute stellar standouts, in my opinion. Before we get into the video, I want to give a big shout out to one of my OG subscribers, Miss CC Chic. Thank you for always interacting, rocking with me on all my videos, just always interacting on my content, and I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. I also want to give a big shout out to everyone watching this video today. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting me. 2021 was a great year here on the channel. We are building our community. You are my people. Thank you again. And let's dive into the makeup. So remind you that in this year's Best in Beauty, I'm doing my top 10 products, and you have to be real good to get into this lineup. So I want to mention an OG Black-owned brand that came back to represent, and they are in Sephora now, and I'm talking about Fashion Fair. Now, Fashion Fair does have a great shade range for people of color. However, I personally, and I tend to struggle, like my skin tone tends to struggle in most shade range, most makeup lines, but this is the color Topaz Trophy. I did have the color deeper than this in my review video. By the way, I'm going to link my try on video in the description bars in case you missed it. But I can wear this color alone. I would just have to bronze and contour up real nicely. But I basically would need to mix this color and the one deeper than this in order to get my ideal foundation shade. And honestly, I am no stranger to that. I tend to have to do that when it comes to foundations. But I wanted to say that for all my shade twins out there, that this one isn't necessarily a perfect match. Ideally, it would be like a half a shade deeper to be perfect. But one of the things that I love about this is you get great coverage. It's a medium to buildable formula. The price point, I want to say this is $34, and you are getting a half an ounce of product. That's for a cream product, that's standard, really. But the packaging is sleek. The product is good. It lays on the skin pretty. You guys know how I am about my foundations. And this is the only foundation that I was just like, wow, my skin looked flawless, like flawless. I only tried out about 7 or 8 foundations this year. And if you want to know more about everything that I tried this year, you're going to want to turn on that notification bell, because honey, we got content. Okay, content is coming. Okay, but anyway, Topaz Trophy, cream to powder Fashion Fair foundation, absolute love. The texture, the formula, the blendability, the wear, everything is beautiful on this foundation, and the reviews on Sephora.com are accurate. Okay. This product is going to come to no surprise. No surprise at all. She's on the face today. A majority of the products that I'm going to be mentioning today are on the face, by the way. This is literally my #1 concealer this year, period. I had tried out a couple of good concealers this year, but this one is the concealer. I did a full review, swatch, and all of that kind of thing on the channel if you're interested. But this is the OneSize Turn Up the Base Buttersilk concealer. I kept 2 shades for my personal collection. This is medium dark 1 and medium dark 3. And I know sometimes you guys get a little bit like, dang, I always, it's the makeup artist in me, purchase on a formula that I love more than 1 shade, okay? If it's something that's like stellar, standout, I gotta tell everybody and their mama, I'm going to get 2 shades, and this is one of them. This is kind of like my everyday, regular makeup routine, and that is medium dark 3. That would be like my everyday, okay, standard makeup routine. Now, if I want to just turn it up a notch, I would apply medium dark 1, which is a golden undertone. Both of these are golden undertones. Again, full review You should go check it out if you haven't already. Lots of information in that video. I would apply medium dark one, which is what I did today, in the inner portion of the eye, and then medium dark 3 everywhere else. That will give you the brightness exactly where you need it to be. And these are things that actual makeup artists, these are things that they do. So yeah, Buttersilk, turn up the base, concealer, everything to me. Everything to me. In fact, I'm more than halfway done with this one because I just cannot put it down. I have been going at it over and over again. Kind of like I did whenever I tried out the Pat McGrath concealer. I went hard, I went ham because it's just so good. I had to make myself use something else. And that's exactly what I'm experiencing with the OneSize concealer, you guys. I love it. So next in line, what is this? This will be product number 3 and 4 in the makeup routine would be contour for me. Sometimes I will contour before I conceal. That's kind of like one of my secrets to a perfectly flawless blended looking face. But nonetheless, I have 2 contour products that just blew me away this year. One of them are, you know, it's really unexpected. The first one is from Danessa Myricks. This is the Danessa Myricks Contour Balm, and this is in the shade Deep 1. This color is perfect. When a true contour product is supposed to have a neutral, really cool to neutral undertone, and that is because it's supposed to add a shadow and hide the things or add a contour to the areas of the face where we want it to. Here, and you can just really change the shape of your face with contouring, basically. But neutral to cool undertone, blends like a dream, dries down to a natural matte finish, doesn't dry real fast, so you have time to put it on the face and really take your time and blend it out, which is something that I love. The price point is great. You're getting 0.35 ounces of product. I literally could just not rave enough. It is so beautiful on the skin. Danessa Myricks nailed it with this one. I was on a hunt for contour products because my beloved Holy Grail Charlotte Tilbury contour wand was out of stock, and it was out of stock for a long time. And I was like, well, I guess I might as well start testing out contour products, because that used to be like my go-to. Plus, I really wanted to just kind of expand my horizon, if you will, because the shade range on the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand isn't the best. But honey, Danessa Myricks, she has us all covered. Next is the contour product that I'm wearing on my face right now. It is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. And I was pleasantly surprised with Mr. Makeup by Mario. So I started testing out Makeup by Mario this year for the first time here on the channel, and he came out with some stick products. He came out with some contour sticks and some contour blushes. This is the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick, and yeah, 0.37 ounces of product. The shade that I wear, that's a great match for me and even people with 1 or 2 skin tone shades deeper than me, or a shade or 2 lighter, is dark. And there's also a deep dark shade as well. Honey, one of the things that I love about this is it goes on, it has some radiance about it when you put it on initially, but it does dry down to a soft matte. The Danessa Myricks is more of a natural matte, so you still have some radiance to the skin. This one is more of a soft matte, and it's a stiffer formula, but it's not at all hard to blend out. Blends out like a dream. I just hit the lottery here with 2 good staple contour products for the year that anybody could use and has great shade range. Both these products have a great shade range that covers a multitude of skin complexions. And honestly, I like them both. It just depends on what look I'm going for. Today I'm doing a soft matte look on the face, so I went with this. If I was going for something that was a little bit more radiant or natural skin-like finish, then I would definitely go for the Danessa Myricks. But honestly, both of these are stellar standout products. And I'm going to be completely honest. Since I started trying out the Danessa Myricks and the Makeup by Mario contour products, and that's been since summertime, I have only picked up my Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand once or twice because these are just so good. They are so, so good. Okay, what are we doing next? So you all know that she loves a good powder, right? And I do have a Holy Grail powder. And most of you that are watching me know that my absolute Holy Grail OG powder is the Chanel Natural Finish Loose Powder. She's my beloved. She is #1. However, they changed the formulation last year, and I don't even know about the new formulation at all. But I discovered Givenchy last year, and that is also, I'm not gonna call it Holy Grail yet, but she's up there, okay? She's like in the #2 spot as far as like top shelf products here in my collection. Now, Dior, I Am Kaya. I Am Kaya is the one that convinced me to try this. And thank you, girl, because you did not let me down. It checks all the boxes, y'all. What I'm starting to do is admit who I am as a woman. And the truth is I like luxurious makeup. I like all price points, but a good bougie, well-packaged makeup product really does it for me. And this just did. It's the product, the packaging, everything. It was everything to me. She is on the face today. It is a cushion powder. Means that it's a soft pressed powder, basically. I like to use mine with both a sponge or a brush. Today I used a brush. You just have to press down real good and just, you know, then do your thing, your normal application method. It's soft matte. My face does not feel tight at all. And it mattifies, it gives you a soft matte appearance. It has the color deep, I feel is very versatile for people that's my skin tone. If you are my skin tone and deeper, you can wear this. I also want to pick up the medium shade so I can kind of test it out on myself for like this time of year in the wintertime to see if it's a good match. And I also want the very lightest shade because I do feel like this will be a good powder for under the eye. It's a beautiful powder, you guys. This is probably, because I love powder, setting powders. I just love powder. It's in the top 5 of all products that I tried out this year. No exaggeration. If you haven't tried it yet, it's Angela approved, you guys. And I only recommend the best for my GlamFam. So, yeah. What are we gonna do next? I think we ought to apply some bronzer. We have 2 bronzers here. And we have a radiant bronzer and we have a soft matte bronzer, a natural finish bronzer. If you really watch my channel, these should be to no surprise. This is the bronzer that I was wearing out all summer, ever since I tried it. I loved this bronzer because I love a good, not dewy looking, but just something with a little bit of radiance, a little bit of reflectivity. I have been looking for something that gives me the finish of my Guerlain terracotta bronzer, and this is real close. This is real close in the color. These 2 bronzers are in amongst my top 10 products for the year because of the texture and the color. You know how I roll. I buy things either for the formula or for the color. So it could be a good color and not be the best formula, and I still, you know, I'll still rock with it. And it could be a good formula and I have to mix 2 shades to get what it is that I need. i.e. formulations with foundations. But honey, when you get both, stellar standout. Stellar, okay? This is the Glowish bronzer. This is Deep Tan 04. I think she's gorgeous. I think this is, if you're like my skin tone and you're looking for something that's just gonna give you that little kiss of radiance, and it's gonna give you that little kiss of like you just been in the sun for about 2 hours, kind of a look to the skin, and you just have that healthy glow. I love it, period. All right, so next, I'm just gonna tell y'all this. Dior did it for me this year. There's some other Dior products that I tried out this year that I absolutely love. I did a whole face full of Dior if you want to check it out. Link in the bio. I'm gonna put link all related videos to the products that I'm talking about today in the description bar. So just go ahead and have a marathon watching these videos. All good stuff. Okay, so this is the one that I'm wearing today. And stellar. This is a natural finish, soft matte, if you will, bronzer. She's on the face right now. This is a perfect intersection of color and formula and packaging as well. You don't get very much product for what we're seeing these days as far as bronzers are concerned. This is 0.31 ounces of product. Don't know how much it costs. I will put it up on the screen for you. But honey, this is the shade Golden Bronze. One of the things that I always experience, and I know other people that's kind of like between like NC 45 and NC 50 always experience this. We kind of get left out. We're too dark for medium shades and too light for dark, deep shades. And usually, you know, companies are doing a lot better, but usually the companies will give you a tan and then a deep. And we're just kind of SOL because the deep, we end up making the deep work basically. But this one, shade 07, and I've also heard by some of my fellow YouTubers that shade number 8 will also work for us. But this is shade number 7, and she's absolutely beautiful. Okay, she gives you that kiss of warmth to the skin. It's not too much. It blends like a dream. She's up there with Charlotte Tilbury, Flawless Airbrush Bronzer. Yep, she's good. And I'm not going to sit here and gush over bronzer because, honey, when I tell you, out of any other makeup product that I tried out this year, actually, there's 2. I tried out bronzers and so many bronzer and eyeshadow palettes, like it's ridiculous. So when I tell you that for me, these 2 were the best because they were the perfect intersection for my complexion of color, the right color and the right formulation, just go pick them up. If you're looking, whichever tickles your fancy, if you like a soft matte, if you like a radiance, then decide and buy one. Okay. All right. We're going to blush now. Okay. I didn't try out too many blushes this year, but the only blush that I really needed was this one. Okay. So Auntie Pat in May graced us with the Divine Blush Collection. Again, I did a whole video, swatches, everything. But this is the packaging. I'm sure all makeup lovers know. This was the most beautiful packaging that she ever came out with, in my opinion. You had the gold piping. It's embossed. The purple lilac is beautiful. The Divine Blush Collection, everyone was so excited over. The shade range, the pigmentation. But this particular blush, the shade, is everything that, if you're a woman of color, this is the blush to have. Because it's going to go with everything. It's seasonless, and a variety of different skin tones from the lightest to darkest can wear it. This is the blush of the year, if you ask me. This is the Paradise Venus. She's on the face right now. And This one, along with a few other staples, I've been rotating real heavy between 3 different blushes. This is in the top spot because it doesn't matter what look I'm wearing, I can wear this blush. That's kind of why I like shades like that, or peachy type of shades, terracotta type of shades, because I feel like for my skin tone, I can rock it with everything. So the Divine Blush, but more specifically Paradise Venus, was my blush, my top blush for 2021. And yes. Okay. So the last 2 products that I want to mention are stellar standouts. And they are from 2 of my absolute favorite makeup brands, 2 of most people's favorite makeup brands, especially if you like eyeshadow. But the first one that I'm going to mention today, I did a video about this one as well. This is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. Now, I do have both the light and the dark. The light isn't getting very much action simply because, I don't know, I thought that the special shades, Natasha Denona's special shades in this palette were going to be was going to, you know, wow me more than these, and it really didn't. To be honest, the dark palette is my absolute favorite, and it does everything that I need it to do. One of the things that I love is just sheer convenience of it. And every individual product in this palette is stellar. The cream blush is stellar. The highlighter, it's like it's a powder formula, but it has a creamy feel to it. Blends like a dream, honey. It's gorgeous. And the shades in this palette, while they are neutral, while they are just like everyday colors, I can glam this up, or I can make this something that's everyday. And the crystal shades, that's what they're called, crystal shades. They're Natasha Denona's special shades, basically, are amazing. Amazing. And I'm not wearing this on my face today. I'm actually wearing the Patrick Ta palette on the eyes. I'm gonna be doing an eyeshadow video, you guys. Just turn on the notification bell, girl. I got some stuff coming, okay? But yeah, I love this. I love the eyeshadow formulas. I love the crystal shades. I love the cream blush. I love all of it. And I love the fact that it's in a beautiful packaging and the price point is good for everything that you're getting inside. And it's great for travel. I rave, okay, about this. These are my top 10 products of the year. Well, I got one more. This was not going to be a top 10 without a good old eyeshadow palette in it, okay? And it's not the Patrick Ta palette, even though it was a good one. Okay, so Auntie Pat graced us for the 2nd year with an 18-pan holiday palette. And yes, some of you may be surprised that Utopian Dream isn't in my top 10, but it is what it is. This is the Celestial Odyssey 18-pan holiday palette from Pat. And the reason why I'm picking this one over Utopian Dream is you get more bang for your buck. And I absolutely love all of the colors in this palette. When I look at this palette, I get inspired more so than Utopian Dream, even though I love Utopian Dream. I'm just keeping it all the way real with you guys as far as the intersection of color, price, packaging, everything. And this one just gets me more inspired than Utopian Dream. I know a lot of my subscribers are over the pink, but nonetheless, this is my most favorite palette of 2021. I think that the formulations in this palette are the absolute best from Pat McGrath. She did come with like a newer type of formula in the Venus and Fleurs. It's a quad that she came out with in 2021. I do think that there was a shade in that palette that's unlike anything that we've ever seen before. That's not in here, and the special shades are not in here. But honey, when I tell you, Citrine Envy, Moon Noir, and then the mattes in here are dreamy as I don't know what. But honey, when I tell you that this palette did not disappoint, I love the other Celestial Divinity 18 pan palette. I love them both. I'm going to say that this one probably has an edge, and it's really hard for me to pick. I'm just a fan of the 18 pan palette. As soon as she came out with the other one, I hoped and wished that she did it again, and she did. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a trend every year, and I'm here for it all. I can't wait to see what next, what the Mothership 10 is going to be, and what next year's holiday palette is going to be. And honey, you know, all of it is going to be reviewed here on this channel. I am a lover of Mother Pat, and I'm a lover of Natasha Denona, but I don't collect Natasha Denona like I do Pat McGrath. However, that might change because Natasha Denona has some really good eyeshadow. Natasha Denona has some amazing eyeshadow. And then she's coming out with these crystal shades. Ooh, giving Auntie Pat a run for her money. And I'm here for it because I do like a good competition. So yes, ma'am. This was so much fun. I have other content coming for you guys. I am so pumped and excited about what 2022 is going to bring. You all are the absolute best. And until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye.